Number 7, we see a rational expression. We're going to look to simplify it. X squared minus 4 is the same thing as x plus 2 times x minus 2. The x plus 2's are eliminated, and that's okay that we're eliminating this 0 down here because that happens when x is equal to negative 2, which is not part of our interval. So what we have here is the integral from 1 to 3 of x minus 2 dx, which will become equal to x squared over 2 minus 2x evaluated from 1 to 3. When we plug in the 3, we have 9 over 2 minus 6. When we plug in the 1, we have 1 over 2 minus 2. 4.5 minus 6 is negative 1.5. And then 1/2 minus 2 is also negative 1.5. Any number minus itself is 0. Number 8, we have to simplify as well. The x will apply to both of the parts of the numerator. So this is the integral from 1 to e of 1 over x minus x squared over x dx, which we can simplify that second part to just good old x. Now when we do our antiderivative, we have the natural log of the absolute value of x minus x squared over 2 being evaluated from 1 to e. When we plug in e, we have the natural log of e minus e squared over 2. When we plug in 1, there we go, we have the natural log of 1 minus 1 squared over 2. The natural log of e is 1. The natural log of 1 is 0. So we have 1 minus e squared over 2 plus, because minus a negative, so plus a half, or 1.5 minus e squared over 2. All right, now each of these problems you can actually check using your Math 9 command on the graphing calculator. Number 9, we have a piecewise defined function. So to get this one done, we need to break up the bounds from 0 to 2 and then from 2 to 4. So this is going to be equal to the integral from 0 to 2 of the function which matters when x is less than 2, which is 6x minus 2. And we're going to add to that the integral from 2 to 4, because we have to pick up where we left off, of 10 dx. All right. These two combined will give us the integral from 0 to 4 based off of our definite integral properties. So what do we have here? 6x minus 2 becomes 3x squared minus 2x, evaluated from 0 to 2. 10 becomes 10x, evaluated from 2 to 4. When we plug in 2 here, we have 3 times 2 squared minus 2 times 2. And then when we plug in 0, we get 0. Plus, when we plug in 4, we have 40. When we plug in 2, we have 20. So we have 12 minus 4, which is 8, minus 0, plus 20, for a final answer of 28.